Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Breaking news, it is now law. H.R. 6192, the 1921 Silver Dollar Coin Anniversary Act, has been signed by the President. Let's explore! Yes, indeed. On Tuesday, January the 5th, 2021, the President signed into law the legislation that you see on this page from whitehouse.gov, and made this release here. Fascinating, very cool, and that this legislation that has been talked about for over a year and plus is now becoming a reality this year. H.R. 6192, the 1921 Silver Dollar Coin Anniversary Act, which requires the Department of the Treasury to mint and issue coins in honor of the 100th anniversary of the completion of coinage of the Morgan dollar and the 100th anniversary of the commencement of coinage of the peace dollar. Those two coins minted that same year. Of course, the 1921 peace dollar is much more rare and sought after than the 1921 Morgan dollar. Those can be easily found, but still beautiful coins. You can find them in pristine condition, in mint condition. The 1921 peace dollars are beautiful coins, but they are in high relief. So my hope is that they will make the peace dollars in high relief like they did in 1921. There's all various different kinds of methods that these can be minted by various different mints, such as the Denver Mint and the San Francisco Mint and the Philadelphia Mint and West Point Mint. Probably likely not the press that's in Carson City. The Carson City Mint Museum likely will not press any of these. But I do think it's incumbent of the mint to do a very nice strike of these coins. One criticism of the peace dollars is they're tended to have a bit of a softer strike than the Morgan dollars. And so hopefully they will kind of sharpen the design, but not to the point where it makes it look cartoony. It'll be very interesting to see how that plays out, but I thought I'd share this news with you. I talked about it too in a prior video that Coin World had covered, talking about this bill, that it had passed Congress, and we're just awaiting the president's signature, and that happened, and it just happened on Tuesday, the 5th of January. So exciting news indeed. This is going to be a great program, and for coin collectors out there, this is especially great news, and news we've been looking forward to and needing for quite some time with all the other bad news that we got last year. So this will be very interesting to see how this is played out, or how this is being released, and what kind of finishes these will have. Will there be proof and uncirculated, or will there just be uncirculated to stay true to the original way the coins were minted back in 1921? Or will they develop coins with multiple finishes and sets? Could they do a bullion version of this coin? I don't know. I think it'd be pretty neat if they did that. I don't know if there's leeway in the legislation. I haven't read it too closely, but from what I have looked at, it looks like that they can and have the ability to do multiple different ways to issue these coins. And of course, they will be coins, and they could be at 90% or higher, which means that gives the discretion of the mint or Treasury Secretary to do it in 999 silver or 90% silver. In some ways, I kind of wouldn't mind having it in 90% silver, maybe for the collector versions, and if they were or had the ability to do bullion versions, to do those in 999 fine silver and make them 1 ounce, but keep the original diameter, which means they would be fairly thicker coins, and they could probably have more room to make them even more high relief. I think that would be amazing if they kept the same diameter but made them a little bit thicker to make them 1 full troy ounce. Boy, that would be something if they could do that. But nonetheless, it's going to be exciting either way. My only hope for this is that don't make these things so rare that it creates a panic on the Mint's website and it crashes again. They need to mint these things in higher mintage numbers, because I think most of us just want to be able to have these things as keepsakes and to honor that 100th anniversary of the Morgan and Peace dollars. I think it's going to be fascinating to pay homage to such a classic design, because let's face it, some of the modern designs that Mint has come up with, some of them have been fairly decent, but we need really, really good modernized versions of liberty and the ideas of liberty. The American Liberty series does it to a point. Some of those designs were okay, but all of them missed the mark in some way or another. But they have 2 years to kind of reprove themselves, and this year there should be another one. 2021 should be another American Liberty coin, gold coin, and silver metal. We'll see what that looks like. Some say it may be a horse, a wild Mustang bucking, but that's a separate subject. Nonetheless, this H.R. 6192, the 1921 Silver Dollar Coin Anniversary Act, is now law, signed by the president. Great news for the coin collecting community and maybe for silver stackers, if by some rare chance they do make a silver bullion coin out of it. That would be awesome. We only have one silver bullion coin now, and it's American Eagle. It will be changed in mid-year, probably later than that, with a new design with Eagle on back in flight, grasping a branch, and with security features that we don't know anything about yet, but hopefully we'll learn something about those come April. We'll see there. All right, here is the text of the bill. Thought I'd pull this up just to kind of see, because I'm just very curious to see what kind of leeway that has been given on these bills, on these coins. And it talks about that the Congress has found the history, what these coins mean, and how they're iconic. And how here's this coin specifications. This is the meat of the bill, really. Relatively pretty simple. The Treasury, Secretary of the Treasury, shall mint and issue $1 coins in recognition of the 100th anniversary of the completion of coinage of the Morgan dollar and the 100th anniversary of the commitments of coinage of the Peace dollar, each of which shall weigh 26.73 grams, have a diameter of 1.5 inches, contain not less than 90% silver. So that means that there will not be bullion versions, more than likely, have a rated edge, because bullion versions, these coins would have to be 1 ounce, or should be 1 ounce. I guess technically they could be bullion coins. They just would be made of 999 silver. Have a rated edge. Legal tender. The coins minted under this act shall be legal tender as provided in Section 5103 of Title 31, United States Code. Numismatic items for purposes of Sections 5134 and 5136 of Title 31, United States Code. All coins minted under this act shall be considered to be numismatic items. Okay, so there will not be bullion coins. But let's look here further down on the design of coins. The designs of the coins minted under the act shall honor either the Morgan dollar or the Peace dollar as follows. For the Morgan dollar, the coin honoring the 100th anniversary of the completion of coinage of the Morgan dollar shall have an obverse design and reverse design that are renditions of the designs historically used on the obverse and reverse of the Morgan dollar. The Peace dollar shall, same thing, have obverse design and reverse designs that are rendition of the designs historically used in the obverse and reverse of the Peace dollar, but it doesn't say which Peace dollar. In other words, can it be a Peace dollar from 1922, 1923? Because if they're going to do it honoring the 100th anniversary of the Peace dollar, for sure it would be the design that was on the 1921, which would be high relief. So we shall see. So the designation and descriptions shall have the value of the coin. Really, it's the denomination of the coin, not the value. That's a difference there. I think that's an error in the wording of this legislation. An inscription of the year of minting or issuance, and inscriptions of the word liberty and God we trust, United States of America and your pluribus union, which are required, and they are already on those coins. And the design of the coin shall be minted under this act, shall be selected by the Secretary after consultation with the Commission of Fine Arts and reviewed by the Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee. And so, yes, indeed. And so these will be issued under the act beginning retroactively back in January 1, 2021. So there we go. There will not be, it's kind of what I thought, there's not going to be a bullion version of these coins. Boy, it would be nice though. So there you have it. So post your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm very interested to see what you think about this legislation and this news. Is this a coin series that you're interested in collecting? Let me know. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video and encourage you to please rate. That's right, like this, put your thumb on it, on the like button, not your finger, put your thumb on it. Share with all the social media platforms you can think of. Comment and subscribe.